Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today we've got another exciting review. Yes, it's not Christmas yet, but believe it or not, here in the great state of Idaho, we've already had measurable snowfall 3 times since the beginning of September, and we're just in the early part of October. So, no, the snow hasn't stuck. None of it hit the valley. Up in the mountains, it stuck for a little bit, for a day or two, and then it's gone. And Utah, just south of us, also had measurable snowfall a couple times too. So, getting kind of in the snowy holiday kind of spirit already, even though it's kind of early. And if you go to Walmart, you'd swear Christmas is tomorrow. But anyway, whole nother story. Today, the story is this set, the Alpine Lodge. This is set number 10325. It was released October the 1st, so just a few days ago. And it retails for $99.99, 1,517 pieces, and 5 minifigures. So this thing is filled with a lot of detail, and we're going to go over all that. And one of the details we're going to go over right now is how I do my reviews. So the reviews has 6 things. The first 5 are clumped together, and that is value, creativity, playability, ease of build, and part out value. And I give a score 1 through 10 for those. And then number 6 is where I take the average of the first 5 and give you an overall rating for the whole thing. So let's start off with the value. Well, $99.99, 1,517 pieces, and 5 minifigures. That comes out to 6.6 cents per piece. That is a great value. I mean, almost unheard of anymore, of something that great, per piece. But I'm only going to give it a 9, and that's because what doesn't Chip like? Chip does not like stickers, and this came with 4 stickers. So I'm not going to kill it for that, but I'm only going to give it a 9 instead of a 10. All right, let's get into creativity. Now, in order to do creativity, we got to do some close-ups here. Okay, so overall, like I said, the set's got a lot of detail. The first thing is, just like with the Viking Village, they did the same thing with these upside-down pieces to make it look like an evergreen tree. And the first couple of these things are white capped, in other words, snow. And we've got a little dock here that's going to a frozen lake. And I like how they've used this, it's not completely clear, but it's trans something. So I think it's trans satin is what they're calling it. But you've got, a frozen lake here with the evergreen tree, ice skates, $100. Which if it costs $100 ice skate, keep me out of it, I'll skip it. We got a kitty cat, and we got the remnants of a snowman who, well, has seen better days. And then we got this guy who's skiing with his backpack. We've got this little kid playing hockey with his hockey puck here. And we've got the lodge itself. But before we get to that, I love this snowmobile. I love how they did the thin lift arms for the Technic plates, and that helps out. Makes it look like a track back there, and they put the skis in the front. I'll be honest with you, I think I'm going to copy this idea a couple different places in my overall city when I do the snow area. And I do plan on having a snow area. And we got enough room for 2 people in the back. And so there's that. And then perhaps my most favorite part, and that's just because my dark sense of humor, they actually included an outhouse. And it has an evergreen tree on the outside with the white cap on the top. The snow is on the roof. And I love how they put, and see, I've lived out in Kentucky in the country, and I have seen the moon thing on the door on several of those things. I don't know what it is about having an outhouse and a moon, but they do. And Lego caught onto that and copied it, and I think it's funny. Inside, we've got a little toilet, and we got some toilet paper. Anyway. I do like it. I think it's funny, but let's move on to the lodge, the main piece itself. So let's start off with the name of it. It says 2 Pines Inn. It kind of reminds me of Twin Pine Malls in Back to the Future. And then when he runs over one of the trees, when he goes back to the future, it says Lone Pine Mall. Anyway, for this case, it's called 2 Pines Inn. Okay, all right, I can go with that. It's got a little shovel, a little bit of snow. I love how they mix the masonry bricks in here to make it look like some of that's come off. Someone's splitting wood here. You've got these neat lights, and you got the shutters. I like those. And oh, you got this wood pile right here. I like it. I like how it was covered with the snow there. You've got a squirrel. You got snow here, snow there, and I like the decorations of the greenery. You got a tiny little bird up here, complete with a Technic brick to make it look like it's home up there. So all these great details. And oh, I love the fireplace too. And yeah, that's par for the course that when I'm trying to do something, it won't cooperate because I'm on camera. But anyway, let's move on. So the end spills out in the back. It comes out a little bit, and it's got you know, 2 comfy chairs, and they're having hot cocoa or something. I'm not really sure. The cups are empty, so whatever they've done, they're done with it. And they got a cookie right here. We've got a fireplace here with a poker thing, and I love the fireplace because it's got a bunch of this masonry brick and a little bit of snow on it. And perhaps my favorite part is when you press down here, the light comes on in here, and it's got, you know, fire effects, so I like that. I also like the fact that you got the Christmas tree here. You got a guest registry to sign in on the end, and you got the front desk with a coffee maker and a couple of condiments, that kind of thing. You got a bedroom with a big bed and a smaller bed. Well, they're the same size, but they just look smaller because it's tucked in the corner. You got a little dresser with a candle, a gift on it, and then up here you got another room with a gift. Very simple but elegant. And I also like the fact that on the roof is not flat. The roof is textured as if the snow is different depths on it. And I think that's a very nice touch. If you guys have seen my beach on my city, I've done similar with the sand. So I like it when great minds think alike. And yes, sometimes I think I have a great mind, and other times I think I have a very diabolical mind. It depends on what 5-minute period you're asking me about. And I'm not at liberty to say about any of it. Anyway, just kidding. Dumb jokes. So yeah, creativity is a 9. I think it's great. The only reason that I dock it a little bit is if you're gonna have the house sticking out, the house should go out to the edge as well, in my opinion. So not a big dock of points, but 9 instead of a 10. Playability, I will give it a 10. I was really hoping that I would have the time to grab the rest of my winter village stuff, because I've got the fire station. I've got so many of them. But as you guys know, I moved about a year and a half ago, and because I have a show coming up this weekend, there was no way I could get it done. So please forgive me for that. But one of these days, hopefully by next Christmas, in 2024, I will have enough time between now and then to build my Christmas village or my winter village and have all this out, including this guy right here. But playability is a 10 because there are so many other winter villages. There's the holiday train. I mean, there's so much. I mean, you know, ease of build, I'll give it a 9. Because 10 would be saying it's the easiest thing in the world. It wasn't too hard, but some of this interlocking on the corners was minor difficulties, not much. They're certainly not bad. And as far as instruction booklets, it came with 2. And the combined instructions between the 2 books is 230 steps. So it's not too bad. And part out value, I'll give it a 9. And that's because there are some of these wedge plates in here. And as you know, I don't like wedge plates. This is a nice touch of it though. And I think these wedge plates being white and being allowed to, you know, use them in this setting with the snow, I think is a really nice touch, and it makes it a lot easier to use than some of the other wedge plates that I've seen in Lego sets. And let's give you the dimensions on this thing too. This thing is I didn't measure the out stuff. I only measured the building itself. The building itself is 9.5 inches long, 6.5 inches wide at its widest point, and 8 inches tall. For my friends who are not on the imperial system and on the metric, that is 24 centimeters long, 16 centimeters wide, and 21 centimeters high total. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, give the like button some love, and if you're subscribed, or you subscribed in the past, please make sure you are subscribed still. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing by hitting that subscribe button. Leave me a comment below and turn on all notifications. There are several ways to support the channel. You can make a straight donation, and there's a link for PayPal in the description. you can head over to my Bricklink store and buy pieces for your builds, and that gives me money directly, indirectly, and well, you get something out of it too. So links in the description to go to my store, and I usually ship within 24 business hours, and we have about a little less than 900,000 pieces. All right, guys, be good to each other, stay safe out there, and I will catch you on the next one.